Liquids and solids. Essential question. How can we determine a liquid versus a solid? Now, standard, plan and conduct an investigation to test the claim that different kinds of matter exist as either a solid or liquid, depending on the temperature. So in this case, in presenting the information, I would define a liquid. A liquid takes the shape of its container. I would then give some examples of liquids. I would ask students, what is this? They would say water. And I would say, great, water is a liquid. What is this? Milk. Milk is a liquid. And the same with honey. Next, I would define solid. A solid has its own shape. Next, I would ask students if they are familiar with these items. I would ask, what is this? Ice. Ice is a solid. What is this? A rock. A rock is a solid. And perhaps at this point, you could differentiate the questions. You could ask, why is it a solid? And you can move on to blocks. Blocks are solid. Another way to present information is by way of videos. Mystery Science is a great resource. It's one of the websites I like to use for my science lessons. The website is free. You can sign up as an educator. You search by topic. Here, I type liquid and search. And here you see heating, cooling, and phases of matter. And I have a grade recommendation, but you can look at it and adapt it for the needs of your students. Here, chemistry and conservation of matter. And that's recommended for grade 5. But again, you can look at the video and decide what's appropriate for your students. And here, water cycle and phases of matter. And recommendation is grade 3. Another great resource is YouTube. YouTube, simply type in solids and liquids. I typed in for elementary students. Here you have a video on the states of matter. Here you have a video to move like the states of matter. And I think that's awesome because at times students may need a brain break. They may need to get up and move and stretch to get a feel of the topic. Here you have what changes the states of matter. So we'll talk about the sun and cold. BrainPop Junior is a very popular website, and it also has science, matter, solids, liquids, and gases. BrainPop Junior is another great resource for a host of topics. You may want to provide literature as a resource. ActBitBooks.com is a great resource. You can search pretty much any topic there. Here, I search solids or liquids. Let's take a look at the site. It is also a free website for educators. So you would sign up for the website. You'll have the opportunity to search solid or liquid comes up. This is a recommendation for the book. You could also scroll. You have other languages as well. So for our purposes, we'll look at this book, Solid or Liquid. And it's a digital book in which you can go to the right or to the left to turn the page. So again, I believe Epic Books is a great resource. It is free, and you can look up pretty much any topic, and it has a great book, as you see, on solids versus liquids. Now you may want to allow some hands-on time, and there are simple experiments that you can do either in a school building, or parents can work with the students at home while they're remote, or potentially with some assistance do it independently, depending on the level learner you have. Place butter in a bowl. Place the bowl in the microwave. It will melt and become liquid. And then you could ask questions. What did you put in the bowl? What happened to it when you put it in the microwave? Why did it happen? Students can use their five senses to observe before and after. Here's another simple experiment. Pour water in a plastic cup. Place the cup in the freezer. It will freeze and become ice. And again, you can ask students, why did this happen? What was the original state of matter? What is the final state of matter? Why did it happen? And once again, they can observe with their five senses. To check for understanding or as practice, you can do a sorting activity. And to do this, I created on Jamboard, jamboard.google.com. So what I did was I took an image of a chart and copy and pasted it here. And then I searched for items that I thought would be good for liquids and solids. So on the left, we have the pen, the eraser, the select tool, a sticky note, and here we have add images. We can upload an image by URL, camera, but I would like to search Google for images. And I'm going to type a block. And it brings up images of different blocks. I'll select this one with the B. At the bottom, you get a blue bar that says Insert. I have just inserted the image. Now I can size it, drag it to make it bigger or smaller, and then place it over the middle and drag it to the side. And now students can utilize this as a drag and drop activity. They can work in a group or independently and move the items to the appropriate category. In conclusion, liquids take the shape of other items. Solids keep their shape. YouTube, BrainPop Jr., Mystery Science, and Epic Books are great resources for this lesson topic. Hands-on experiments such as butter and water bring the topic to life. Sorting is a great way to check for understanding.